Hello everybody and welcome to the event review for the upcoming event Idle Heroes. This will be for the week of July the 5th, 2024. And this week we have a Profit Orb event, which actually surprised me a little bit, as we'll get to in a second. But basically it starts out as a regular Profit Orb event. You get Betty as your reward, do a heroic miracle to get your lollipops and such. Summon Orb loops are very much standard, Sia and Gaggy, so not really desirable heroes, but if you need your soul stones, then fine. You're mostly in practice only doing this. Either get to 50 for that sort of makes sense, or if you like the main event, which we'll get to in a second. But Fantasy Factory is exactly as usual, so nothing special there. The VIP Reverie is back, but if you look at the actual details in this one is a little bit better. And I'm going to gloss over this because in order to understand, we have to look at the rest of the event. But it's the same as usual. You get your random rewards from this. You have, if it's like the previous ones, they don't include the numbers here, but if it's like the previous ones, there's 70% chance of getting from the low reward pool, 25% of the middle one, and 5% of the top one. And once you get any given reward twice, you can remove it. Now that's not 4,000 gems twice, you remove 4,000 gems, but you can still get 12,000. That is 4,000 gems twice and you remove all gems. Or 40,000 twice and you remove all gems. So for most people, you're going to want to remove gems. Most people, essence, relics, a lot of folks, crystals, treasure crystals, cores, things like that. But it depends on what exactly your account needs. Maybe you'll remove Master Toolbox if you're sitting on 1,000 of them. Yeah. So that's that. But the Fragrant Garden party here is actually the part that I find a little more interesting and that feeds into the Reverie a lot. So we'll get back to the Reverie after we looked at this. Basically, if you do orbs, then for every 32 orbs you do, you'll get 3 back. And for every 128 you do, you get a Reverie key. Now this is new. In past, Reverie has been pure VIP. This way, you can actually get a total of 5 keys free to play. Now this is not good value. Like don't, unless you're setting like 4,000 profit orbs, don't spend orbs on this because 5 of these keys is not going to get you a lot. It's interesting because I think this might be the first time I've ever seen free-to-play that could theoretically get Prism Starry Gems, but it's not. Even for orbs, this isn't great value. So I would not recommend this, but it's interesting, and I think it's a positive sign for what direction they're going with Reverie events. If it's going to be a little easier to get keys, that's a good thing. But the bonus rewards are more interesting in this. So this column you unlock with $30 package. This one is a $70 package, and this one is a $100 package. That's $200 in total. And basically this column gets you, there's 20 levels. So this column gets you 20 cores plus 20 of these chests, which are stellar crystals. So basically you can think of this as 750,000 stellar plus 20 cores. For, again, that's $30. This one you get 20 of these hero selection chests. Not sure exactly who's in, but I assume it's the usual Transcendence hero chest. And you get 20 of these guys, which is basically a full core or 180,000 sublimation. So not bad. A quarter of what you need to finish a given Transcendence Heroes sublimation or cores. Yeah, so for $70, that's essentially, you can think of this as 2 top rewards. Which is not a bad ratio. $35 each with a few hero copies thrown in. All right. And this one, you get 20 of these guys, which are Destiny materials. So each of these is 15% of a top reward. So like 30,000 compared to 200,000 for normal top rewards. So multiply it out by 20, you get an average. It works out to being 3. It's basically 3 lots of Destiny material for $100. That again, not a bad ratio. You're looking at low 30s of dollars per top reward. And that also gets you the 20 VIP keys. Plus, those Reverie keys, you get 1 for every $10 you spend. So spending the $100 gets you another 10, and doing the orbs gets you another 5. So that's 35 there. Plus, if you spend the $100 in this, you get a total of 45. And that is why I said the Reverie is more interesting than usual, because 45 is actually a much more useful number than the previous. You could get like 30. It starts to let you really knock things out of the pool and take advantage of the fact that you're cleaning out the pool. So if you say half these rewards you don't like, let's say you want to knock 6 of them out of the list. The 6 I mentioned, crystals, cores, crystals, essence, relics, and gems. That means for the ones you knock out, you're going to draw them twice. So you're going to get 2 hits of those. But the other 7, you've got 45 keys. It takes you 12 to knock out the ones you don't want. That leaves you with 33. 33 over 7 is like almost 5 each. 5 of each of these starts to get into the numbers where it's useful. If you do the math on the 70, 25, 5, it works out that every one you get is averaging about 2 of this level. So a random draw of Master Toolboxes, you'll average just under 80. A random draw of Aurora Gem Shards, you'll average just under 5,000. So you get 5 of those, and you're going to average the better part of one of these, because double this times 5 is one of these. So for the things you keep in the pool, you are going to average over 1 million Stellar if you keep Stellar in the pool. You're going to average almost 200,000 Spirit Vein if you keep Spirit Vein in the pool. That means essentially pick the ones you like. Like this is everything you keep in the pool, you're getting the equivalent of about a top reward in it. So that's 7 things where you can get an average of about a top reward. Now, it's not fixed. Like there is a lot of variance in this. It is still gambling. Like the things I've said in past about reveries haven't changed. But the numbers have, and I'm willing to put up with gambling if the ratios are good. In a way that gambling for the sake of gambling was what really drove me up the wall with the past ones, where it felt like they were giving worse than average odds, and the only thing interesting about it was the gamble. Here, I feel like the odds are actually fairly good. So I'm willing to put up with some variance in order to get good odds. And I think that's what separates this reverie from past ones. So I'm actually, God help me, this is a reverie event I like. If you go through this and you assume these packages, because the other thing is the packages themselves, these are the packages that unlock it. This is the 30, this is the 70, this is the 100. They give you a fair bit of orbs, fine. They give you cores, great. Prism Star Gems, though. I mean, that's $100 of Prism Star Gems in the $100 pack, 70 in the $70 pack, 30 in the $30 pack. That's nice. Obviously, your Fantasy Factory bonuses. But, yeah, if you get these, then you are getting on money amounts of Prism Starry Gems, which is nice. Plus, you're getting effectively 1 top reward-ish of Stellar, 2 worth of cores or sublimation as you see fit, 3 of Destiny materials. That's 6 top rewards there. Plus about 6 more here. That starts to add up. Like for $200, 12 top rewards, plus you're getting $200 worth of Prism Starry Gems. That ain't bad. That's really not bad. And for those of you who remember my epic little rant when the Reverie first dropped, they've actually addressed a lot of my concerns. Like even the value packs have treasure train tickets back in them. I don't think there's reason to go for these this month, but they're there. And if they start bringing them back a little more, that's a positive sign. Plus the Awakening card's back, and it's just fun. I didn't buy it myself. I probably won't this time, but there's nothing wrong with it. It looks like it's $10, so $10 for 30 Awakens, not bad. Take that if you like it. But yeah, if you want to spend $200 on an event, this one actually looks pretty decent. Which surprises the heck out of me. Yeah. I gotta give this one like a solid B+. Like it's... I was not expecting to be making this video. But yeah, 45 keys means the Reverie model starts to work a lot better and the ratios are good. So yeah, again, you're not going to want to do the orbs for the sake of the orbs, but you might do them for the sake of the main event. Yeah, overall, not a bad event. Now, the one thing I will say is you probably don't want to go anything less than $100 if you're going to do the event at all. Like, don't do orbs unless you're probably going to buy this package, because this is where it starts to make sense. You're getting a lot of Destiny materials, but you're also getting those 20 keys here, plus the 10 for spending the money, plus the 5 for doing the orbs. 35 is where the Reverie starts to look a little better. I would probably lean towards doing the whole thing, but I would definitely at least, don't go in on this unless you're going to spend this $100. So it's not an event for like low spenders. It isn't like the carded anniversary, but yeah, if you're willing to spend $100, $200, this one ain't bad at all. Anyway, that's about it for this week. I will talk to you again next week. Thanks. Bye.